Hey, what's up YouTube? TF Guy 86 here with another Transformers review. Today I'll be reviewing Transformers Prime Airachnid. Here's Airachnid in her helicopter mode. She's got her little weapons here. I'm just going to show you guys the weapons because I personally do not like them at all. So I'm just going to show them off now. There they are. Some kind of claw, stinger weapon thingy. We may have some really nice detail on it. Looks like it like barbs on there. Got some molded in detailing. Got some more barbs on this side. But other than that, that's it. It's some weird claw, zappy, stingy thingy. Don't like them at all. So here we have Airachnid in her helicopter mode. Very show accurate helicopter mode, in my opinion, from what we have seen on the show. She's got her little propellers up here. It spins. She doesn't have wheels, so she doesn't roll, but she's got a propeller and it spins. Yay! Got a little translucent cockpit with a little tiny seat. Make sure everyone can see that seat. That there is the seat of doom. Worst idea ever. Yep. Definitely the worst idea ever. So, yeah, here's her helicopter mode. Underneath, pretty hollow right there, but see her torso and what will become her legs. But other than that, not too bad. Go ahead and rip this off. Does take some force to get off, which I do not like because I feel like I'm going to break it every time. So onto transformation. First thing you want to do, flip the nose cone, or if that's what they call it on a helicopter, nose cone, I don't know. The nose of the helicopter, put it in there. Untab this section here, split it, bring it up like that. Split the legs, flip out the foot, just like that. I don't know if it's just mine, but there are a lot of tight joints on this thing. And I'm not a big fan of tight joints, especially on new Transformers, because I feel like I'm going to break them. Slide the arms down, another tight ratchet joint. And then bring the arms down, fold her hand out, the arm down, fold her hand out. If I can attempt to get her to stand first, then I will. No, just look at that. Nope, not gonna work. Anyway, take this whole back section here and slide it up. There's her head. Hold on. I have no idea why, but her leg is very oddly rotated. Okay, that was very weird. Okay, so go ahead and stand her. I'm just gonna say it now. I do not know how she just stood up like that, because usually I cannot get her to stand. And take the propeller and put it in like this kind of configuration. Plug it in on her back and tab it back in. You can position the two arms off to the side however you want. And here she is in her robot mode. You know, it's not half bad of a robot mode. You know, it's decently show accurate. If I can zoom in on her head. It's a decently show accurate head. She's got her little yellow eyes, her silver face. She's got her horns. I don't know how well you can see it because you know, the black on black here is really not working too well. Yeah, she's got her horns, and as you can see, that big giant pink hunk of plastic back there is the chair from the helicopter. and that really does limit her articulation on her head. She can barely turn left and right. Not a big fan of that. She's got a nice little Decepticon symbol right there on her chest. Back the camera up. Got some, nice detailing, I guess. But other than that, she is honestly not the greatest toy in this line so far. I was very excited to see that we were getting an Airachnid figure. I thought it was going to be awesome, like a lot of other people, and it turns out it's not that great. She doesn't have much articulation. She has some pretty useless joints. I'm not even going to show off the articulation on this one because it's really not worth it. There's really not much. She's got ball jointed shoulders, double hinged elbow. Her hand can rotate for what it's worth. She's got some weird hip joint that she doesn't need because just the way the panels are on her, it doesn't even bend that way, or not even bend. It doesn't even move that way, and it's pointless. She's got knees, but there's really no point in them because she can barely stand. Got little tiny heels. That's kind of a nice touch. She's got her heels, but it's next to impossible to really get her to stand sturdy. I really don't know how I'm doing it right now. It must just be for the camera, because before she was flopping around everywhere. I'd stand her up and she'd just plop. Stand her up, plop. But, I think she's a decent representation of her on-screen self in both modes. Hasbro is really kicking us with this engineering on this one. It's, honestly, in my opinion, it is way too basic for half the deluxe figures. If you look at guys like Wheeljack and Knockout, and I don't have Viacon, but I've seen him before, and just the engineering on them is incredible, and how everything like turns and twists and flips and stores away. But she has this giant helicopter backpack. I think it would have been a lot better if they just ditched the seat and made the helicopter kind of like the cockpit just fold into itself. Like, don't even put the opening cockpit on it. Just have everything fold into itself. I think that would have been so much better. It would have helped the figure. Might have created a bit of a backpack, but I think it would have helped the figure articulation-wise, because you would actually be able to see her head by itself and not attached to the back of the helicopter. And I think they should have made her feet a little bit wider, because I have her as wide as her stance will go. Can't really pose her. She usually falls. She's got holes in her hands right there for the weapons that no one uses. There's just up, and there she falls. Just simple touch of the table and plop. Okay. But this figure has gotten a lot of hate for its design. Me personally, it's not a good figure, but it's not the worst Transformer I've ever had. I think the worst Transformer I've ever had was Generation Skullgrin. He falls a lot more than she does, and he's twice as heavy. But design-wise, the helicopter's really nice, really show accurate. I would have much rather liked a spider mode for her, or a beast mode instead of the helicopter. I would have much rather liked that. I think that would have been a lot nicer. So if Hasbro does release that, I'm going to ditch this if it is worse than the spider. But no, do not base your purchase of this figure on my opinion. When I first bought this figure, I knew how bad people were saying it was, but I don't know. I really don't think it's all that bad. Once you get her to stand, she's fine. She won't fall over as often. But, Hasbro could have, done some work on the design and engineering on her. But other than that, I think she's pretty nice. She fits well with the rest of my Decepticons. She's in scale. She's not too short or anything. But, so there she is. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.